Welcome to Calling the Shots podcast with Paulie Walnuts. I am your host, Paulie, and let me tell you, it's been rough. I lost my voice for what is third, 3, 4 days now. It's just it was worth it every second of it. I got to tell you, that was probably hands down one of the most amazing football experiences I've ever experienced in my life, and I've been to a lot, but it was a great feeling just to feel that Trojan experience, just the energy and everything behind it. Importantly though, it wasn't just a game. It was the people that I got to meet and the experiences I had. Light the Torch guys, had a great dinner with them on Friday night, and just what a bonding session. It was just great great conversations, good times, and that's something I'll never forget. I really value that friendship. And also Aldo and Ish over at Trojan Squad. I'm telling you, people, get over to that tailgate. It's hands down the best Trojan experience ever. They treated my friends from out of town and myself, and they treated us like royalty. And I mean, just the way people would come up to us and help take care of us, and it was amazing. Those two are such unique individuals, and I got nothing but love for them. And I mean, just whatever I could do to support you guys, um, I'll do it. You guys were amazing, and thank you from the bottom of my hearts. And I got some interviews and recordings that we did, and I'll get those put together and get them out to you when I get a chance. But just remember to follow them on Instagram at Trojan Squad, and make sure to buy that merchandise up. And also too, the Fourth and Nine guys, them keeping in touch with me and always showing love there. I got nothing but love for you guys, and especially a gentleman named Tobiah Thomas. I ran into him when I was at the bookstore, and I was just standing there, and someone yelled out walnuts, and and it was a friendship made right then and there. It was so much fun and such a humbling experience, and I just can't begin to tell you how much it means, and it really does. And so Mr. Thomas, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for the support. And you got a friend for life, man. But what getting back to the whole game, and the topic of my whole rant today is in Lincoln we trust, and I am eternally grateful to not only Lincoln but to Jen Cohen as well, but Lincoln for having a vision, and I've stuck by this man. I've taken a lot of heat for it, and there's a couple times I didn't think he was going to make it. There's a couple times where I feel like, wow, man, maybe this is too much, or but I just continue to believe in Lincoln and believe in what he wanted, and just to see him evolve as a coach when people thought he couldn't. You got to remember that staff that he had, and it wasn't the fact that that these were his it's like I think it was on Colin Cowherd, one of the shows, and they made a great point, and this is exactly what I was thinking about. It's there's a loyalty that you have to some of these coaches when you're on the you quit and you're jumping on a plane in the middle of the night and you're taking whoever you could take with you because everything's such a chaotic situation, and random coaches are going to say, yeah, I'll go, let's go, let's do it. And then so yeah, of course there's going to be some loyalty to these guys, but when he was able to move on and replace these people, and he promised us that he was going to give us the best defensive coaching staff in football, no one believed him, and next thing you know, he was all in. And even when they came in, it still wasn't good enough, and there was still something. And then they complained about the offense, questioning his ability as an offensive leader, as an offensive guru when it came to calling plays. Because when he's dialed in, folks, let me tell you, there's no one better in the country. I've said it a million times. I think we take for granted the beauty of this offense that we have the luxury of watching every Saturday. This thing it's magic sometimes. Just to watch us dial up these plays, be 2 steps ahead of our competitors sometimes. And even if they gear to stop it, we still can score at will. And we take it for granted sometimes. We all do. But now it's just one of those things where it's the little things, and it's part of growing. I mean, I'm not some expert in building a program, but I've built things in my life before. And I can tell you now, there's levels to this. And we've gone about it the right way. We really have. Instead of knocking this guy, let's bring up some positives. Look at the quality characters of athletes that we've brought in. Look at what you don't ever hear about any of these kids ever causing any issues, outside of school hours, out there on the streets, messing up or anything. Academically, you never hear of any kind of issues going on where guys are constant problem and you never hear of locker room cancers that are in there tearing the locker room up and there's nothing being done about it. These kids are working out in the community. Look what Beavers does out there. Look what a lot of these guys do out in the community. These are quality kids that we're bringing into this program. And we're bringing even more of them coming 2026. These are great kids from great families. We should be blessed that we're recruiting these type of quality character football players. Do I need to remind you, Florida, I don't know how many years ago, with who running it, and some of these other programs as of late? We all know what Alabama was doing in the midnight hours, sneaking girlfriends in and all that other stuff that was going on in there. I mean, sure, they're winning right now, but that's one thing we take for granted when it comes to Lincoln. And then we started doubting him on the offensive side of the ball. Oh, he gets scared. He wants to just throw. Okay, whatever. The point is, people learn and people evolve. We all do it, even in our own lives. We figure out what's working and what's not working, and you make changes, and you look at what Lincoln's done. I mean, I was proud of him. He ran the ball 30-something times. He stayed consistent. They were balanced. They proved to me that he's not only the best at developing quarterbacks, but I think he's the best I've ever seen when it comes to developing quarterbacks. Because Jayden Maiava is cool, calm, and easy. I mean, from being that guy that he was just, man, a tornado out there sometimes, to being cool and calm. Yeah, he throws a pick once in a while. Who cares? It happens to everyone. That's just the gamer in some of these guys. But he's made him into a legitimate NFL quarterback. And that's amazing to me. Not because I thought Jayden couldn't do it. It's just because so many people doubted Lincoln can do it. And and when he's the one that he had this planned all along. We were over here trying to bring in John Mateer, Gronowski from Iowa. Are you kidding me? What's wrong with us? But when times are going good, man, they're going good. But one thing about Lincoln, though, is, like I said, let's give this man some props and let's trust it. Whether we go down or not, let's continue to just believe in this vision, and that that our front office has, and Chad Bowden and Jen and Lincoln and all of them, they have this vision for us, and I'm sticking to it. I'm riding with it, man, because I see it moving in a positive direction. And you see the improvement of these players. I it's like anything, man. These were NFL coaches. Of course, probably some are going to have some time to get adapted, like Rob Ryan going from an NFL type, atmosphere to coming and coaching young kids, and then high school kids coming in trying to learn an NFL style defense or NFL style type offense. It's tough. It's tough for people to learn that and grasp that. So there's going to be an adjustment period, but I see us really connecting at the right time. And I see, especially the linebacking unit, man, Jaden Walker, boy, you're special. You really are. And you and Desmond both are special. And Gentry, we all know what Gentry's about. Boy, that's gonna be a hard one to replace that kid. But I see hope when I see Jaden Walker and I see Desmond and the guys that are being groomed right now as we speak. It's exciting for me. You see our defensive line, the way that they're evolving, and our secondary is going to be there. I mean, God, we're so down on these guys, and you know what? They're out there giving it their all. Man, who am I to be judging? Nicholson. We all know. Hey, He might not be Dion out there or Rod Woodson, but the guy is out there giving his heart and soul. And I loved it. I loved it. I loved him balling out, man, giving out there. I got firsthand. I was watching it up close. And you know what? I targeted on him, and I just saw effort when it came to his game. And that's all I want to see with our kids is effort. I'm really proud of it. We got Notre Dame coming up, obviously. And, once again, this is a must win. If Lincoln's that's the narrative already. If, Lincoln wants to save his job, then this is, this is a must win. Or, if we want to be taken serious. And then everybody's pretty much saying that, I already heard one journalist say that we will probably lose in the last seconds, just like we always do on the road. And so I'm really hoping that we can just quiet that whole talk down by winning on the road. And this is that one type of game where Jaden has the ability to really make this season special for himself by really just amping it up to that next level and really showing America what he's about. But only if he has to. But I prefer to stay balanced, which really, I mean, God, we're good. But if Jaden needs to put the team on his back and really get us that W, then I believe in him. And him and Mekhi, I mean, the lack of respect they're getting out there when it comes to any kind of Heisman talk, it's understandable. I just watched the Mel Kiper break down the top wide receivers in the country, and he had the kid. He had the kid from Louisville, Chris Ball. I forgot his name, but he had him, and Mekhi wasn't even spoken of. So I would, I know they're using that as it's more than just an individual thing for these guys, and that's what makes this Trojan team so special to me. Is they are completely united, and I see it, man. The way I see it is the discipline part of it. Derek Jeter says it best. Without discipline, you have no winning. There's no winning culture at all. And I see it now. The white shirts under their jerseys, the white socks and the black cleats, and just looking like a disciplined team. And it's showing. Having each other's back, next man up mentality, supporting each other when someone does something great on the sideline. You see the whole team there. It's infectious. I love the way the coaches are they're just out there. They're vibrant, man. They're just really, and it rubs off on the crowd too. I mean, I was out there practically doing, cartwheels out there, man, and on the steps, dude. It was so much fun. And I can only imagine what it felt like down there. So anyway, guys, this is me wishing our team nothing but the best on the road. In Riley, we trust. In Jen, we trust. And we're going to continue to ride this ride out. And we got it, boys. As long as we could stick to that game plan and play that balanced physical defense and show the world what we're about. And you know what? Let's have a coming out party, Jaden. Why don't you and Mekhi, and maybe let's throw Jacoby in the mix too. How about Walker Lyons too? That guy might have a big game. Watch out for him. And you know what? He's another guy. I'm a big Harry Dalton fan. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows how much I love this kid. I know he's a freshman. He probably won't play much. But you know what? It might be one of those secret weapons that Notre Dame doesn't expect at all. And we can probably unleash a couple plays on. And who knows if he can make something happen. But you know what? I'm a big believer in Mr. Harry Dalton. And, I'm excited. I said this before the year. The only, maybe one, unfortunately, if somebody got injured, he'd be able to have his opportunity to show people what he's about. So maybe he'll get a chance. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's continue to stay positive, man. Shout out to all my people out there. Preston, I got nothing but love for you, brother. I'll be seeing you soon. Preston and I are going to be doing our show on Saturday. My main man, my brother, I love him with all of my heart. We're going to be doing a show this Saturday at 7:30. And sorry we missed you guys. We were out doing we were traveling stuff, and so it was just pretty hectic. And anyway, guys, I got nothing but love for you. Please tune in, and if you please hit like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. You can find me at Calling the Shots Podcast with Paulie Walnuts on YouTube, and then go ahead and on the index there, you can find all the social media platforms I'm on. Thank you so much, And thanks again, big up to all of them, all those people that support that have been there, and especially this past weekend. Preston, Light the Torch, Aldo, and Ish, and at Trojan Squad, and also Tobiah Thomas, the gentleman in the bookstore, and just all of you, man. There's I got nothing but love for you. Actually, it was two guys in the bookstore. The last gentleman, I'm so sorry. We took a photo together and I didn't get your name, but you know what? If you hear this, man, thank you so much for the great conversation, and I got nothing but love for you. Take care and fight on, man.